Cool. So I got a 2.
Okay.
So
Now you have to
it's
interpret that however you want.
So as Bert's character is walking over, I'm not paying attention to the money, and Radol just goes and takes it.
All right. From my point. Effect. I think that was pretty close, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Good morning.
Good morning. Today's episode of JARdon the Mess is brought to you by Dynamic Fitness Supply, your one-stop shop for fitness needs. We have treadmills.
And
we have dumbbells.
And
we got benches.
And
we got all kinds of crazy stuff. Just come on and stop by or give us a call. 707-536-9077. You find us on 4th Street in Santa Rosa, right next to Foster Freeze, 1414 4th Street, Suite 102, Santa Rosa, California, 95404. Come and check us out. JARdon the Mess, 15% off.
Yeah.
That was probably the best one. Like, I gotta say, that was probably not like I was like a radio personality right there. I felt like I was Jim Rome for a sec. I was like, let's go. I guess it's better when it's like you gotta talk through it first.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I've been hungry to record.
So
not as hungry yesterday because I want to watch the Warriors lose. Apparently. That was an ugly game.
I just wanted LeBron James to lose.
Yeah, dude, I wanted him to lose too, and it just didn't happen. Like, fuck, dude, they got stomped yesterday. I turned it off in like the 4th quarter. Yeah. You know the problem with going to a coffee shop is they've only got one type of house coffee or one type of coffee. Generally, it seems like you can buy. Where what I mean is like I can't go up there and choose like 9 different types.
Yeah,
maybe I want to try it. But if you go to Oliver's Market, they've got 9 different types that you can try. And the one I will say to stay away from is high voltage. God damn, that is just fucking energy, like just energy in a cup.
Huh.
Like it's like the most wired I've been in a while.
Wow. Was it just jacked with something else?
I mean, one, I went to it because it said high voltage, and it's just like, all right. I think there's just extra caffeine or whatever it is. I don't know what they did to that shit, but it's just like too much. Anywho, how you guys been?
I think good. It's been a minute.
The
last time we recorded.
I remember.
Like a week.
There was an incident with. I'm looking forward to the story. Let's just say that.
Oh yeah, the story.
Yeah. Just completely derailing everything that Dalton's put time into. I love it. It's weird being on the opposite side.
Put any time into it.
Well, the beautiful thing is you just gotta wing it sometimes. You just gotta go with the flow, read the room.
I realized I should have, when you were like, is this not first come first serve and all that banter, I should have had you roll instead of just taking it.
Don't tell you. Well, hey, like if you go back through and listen, I feel like the play-ons will become more natural, a lot easier for you. Like I was thinking about it, like, man, if I was a GM right now, this would be like be an interesting one. But I'd almost want to be playing a GM against myself. Like,
yeah.
Okay, what do we got? What's the topic? What's topics? How are things? I finished 2nd place in PUBG yesterday. It pissed me off.
2nd place on solos?
Yeah.
You were that's quite an accomplishment though.
No, but 2nd place is first loser. So like,
yeah. You got 1st place in the losers. That's pretty good.
Fuck, dude. And the wild thing is, when I started, I landed somewhere where I thought there was going to be shit. There's nothing.
Mm.
So I just find a random shack. There happens to be a gun in there. Kind of just how I made my way through. I was in such a strategic position towards the end. Like, I should have just won, but didn't bust out the sniper instead. Should have had the sniper. And then I had the high ground. So basically, fucking Darth Vader got me. Like, I had the high ground. I should have won. Oh, so lame.
Got it. So you were Darth Maul.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah. And then
I love that aspect. I have the high ground. It's over. Said the guy that literally jumped over a dude.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the irony of it is, the guy that I believe killed me, I had sights on him, and I put like 2 shots into him at one point when there was only like 4 people left or 5 people. I'm like, fuck, how did I not kill this guy? But because of I have a higher ground, I'm kind of like a little bit easier to see.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting shot at from the left when I'm trying to kill this guy, and I just hear I was like, fuck, dude. Then next thing you know, these 2 people converge, they duke it out, and I'm like, all right, who survived? The guy to the left or the guy to the right? If the guy to the right, that fucking sucks. I should have killed this guy.
Yeah.
It was the guy to the right.
Damn.
It was almost like he had like his momentum. It's like, I survived this. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, I love PUBG so much.
I've been playing a lot of Hell Let Loose.
I'm going to be playing a lot of Breath of the Wild 2 next week.
Oh, yeah, that comes out next week. I never played the first one. I know. It looks really
Start
good.
right now. You might finish in 3 weeks.
No, you won't.
You won't actually. It's like fucking that game is so long. There's so much shit to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
What topics do we get?
Oh, I got a list, but I want to wait because I don't want to just jump on into them.
I had one. What's your guys' go-to water? Bottled water, top 3 choices. I do want a first overall, and then second and third are going to be interchangeable. I'll lead it off because I work at Walgreens now. We sell a fuck ton of water, lots of new water, all types of random water. This is my list. Go to money, not an option. I'm buying this water no matter what. Fiji water, ice cold. I'll go to that pretty much.
That's a solid choice.
Solid choice. The second one, Walgreens. If you ever listen to this, the Walgreens house brand, nice electrolyte water. It's just very smooth and crisp. Like I can drink it cold. I can drink it warm. It's good. It's just good water. And then I thought it was called essential water, but it's Essentia water. That water is pretty good. I've been drinking a lot of that. Like water now, so electrolyte water and Essentia you can interchange back and forth. Close coming in fourth is Aquafina, and then everything else below. I will say the water, one of the more expensive waters that I tried recently that I fucking think is not that great is Lifeline. It's like Pepsi's Lifeline water. It's like Pepsi's healthy water or whatever, and the fucking lion.
So it's like Coke's Dasani.
It's like it's not that great.
Made by Pepsi.
Yeah. Well, I realized made by Pepsi because Pepsi vendors come, they bring it, so then it's like it's got to be Pepsi. Yeah. All right, moving on. You guys, water.
I'm not as picky.
Yeah, I was gonna say this seems like a very much like a Randy point. Like everything you said, I agree with. I'm like, oh yeah. If money's not an option, like Fiji water makes sense. At the same point, I'm like,
but I'm not buying Crystal Geyser. I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy Crystal Geyser water.
I'll definitely say that. I guess I can tell you.
And Arrowhead.
I can tell you more the waters that I don't want to drink as opposed to the waters I do. And those were the two. Those were the two main ones. And I'm like, man, I can taste the chlorine. It's gross.
See, I never really paid attention.
Is that a beer or
This
Or-
is just an El Topo Chico.
Okay, I
Talking
thought
about
it was-
water, I had to go grab it.
I
It's just
almost thought
regular
it was
water.
I almost thought it was a squirt.
Yeah. Ugh.
Squirt.
All right, Dalton, just give me something water.
Squirt. Squirt. So we buy water at Costco. Kirkland brand.
Okay, works.
And then that's it. If
I buy
If we
all right,
go-
when it comes to just random bottles of water, I almost buy whatever's cheapest. Except Crystal Geyser and Arrowhead.
Yeah, see, but that's the thing. I hear you, but then also no. Right now, we're actually here's the discussion point. I agree with you that I think let me process what I just heard. I don't tend to go for the higher cost waters because I'm always like, this is ridiculous what I'm spending for water, but I never go for the cheapest option. I always go for like the mid tier one because there is, in my mind, a very distinct like gross taste with the bottom tier waters.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, whatever the cheapest is, I actually don't do that. I do one like ring above, but I never go for the top stuff because I'm always like, I do taste the difference. As weird as it sounds, I do taste the difference, but I'm always like, I'm not going to spend like, so yes, or I said yesterday, but Friday, so Friday or Thursday, whatever it was. I had some stuff happen at work and there was just like this big, like kind of bomb drop. And I was just like, oh man. And I needed to so I just like took a walk for like lunch and like went to the there's like a liquor store next to me or next to our work. And I was just like, I don't want a soda because I'm not trying to drink like sugar or anything like that, but I'm trying to find like something to drink water wise.
Yeah.
And because we have like we have like a bevy machine in our office, so it's like carbonated water flavors right there. So there's really no point in me buying anything, but I'm just like, I needed to like just process some stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking around and I'm like in the store and I'm like, I don't want to buy a soda. I don't want to buy like iced tea or anything, whatever. And I'm looking around and I see this like infused water. And it was like sparkling water that had like blood orange flavor, but infused with hemp. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, this is probably not going to be tight at all. But I can't, sure, why not? I had to like kind of like in my head justify what I was like, that I was purchasing something when I could easily just get it in my office. So I was just like, yeah, sure, whatever. And like, it's one of those things where in the moment, because again, I was just like processing things. I knew what I was doing. I was like, what? I shouldn't be doing this, but whatever.
Of course.
They had no price on like the cans. When I get to the front and the guy is like scans the one can of water. And again, I get it, it's this sparkling infused thing, and it was like $5. And I was just like, at that point, I'm like, am I gonna literally be like, oh no, okay, no, thank you, and like walk away, or just spend the $5 on this thing? And it's just like in that moment, I'm like, I can't believe I'm about to spend $5 on a can of sparkling water. But I did it anyways, and it was not that great.
So, dude, we just got this because I was putting some, we call it truck, which is just in stuff that comes in on a big semi. We call it work truck. I was putting this new water away, and I'm having to find like a spot for it. There should be a spot for it. We're just behind on a reset, whatever. So I'm looking for. It's called. Oh God, I know I'm getting this wrong, but it's along the lines of like kill water or water death or water of death.
Yeah.
Like kill your thirst or something.
It's not liquid death, is it?
Yeah. I think it's
liquid
like,
death.
it was like white and black bottles or cans. I was like, this is insane right now. Like, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, you guys are really trying hard to make this look like a seltzer.
Yep.
Like, it's like you'd almost could show up at a party,
Mm-hmm.
have this, just drink water all night. And people be like, bro, you get shit faced. Yeah.
That's 100. That is 100%.
Liquid death. Yeah.
That's 100% what it is. It's, you can get those in a bar.
Yeah.
And it looks like you're drinking like a beer if you're trying to be like a DD. So it looks hard.
Yeah.
Like, but it's just water. That's exactly what it is.
I guess there was the lady watches ABC News like every fucking morning. And they have a little segment of, oh, you can go to the bar and go get your non-alcoholic $20 fucking margarita. I'm like, what? Dude, I'll just walk in there with an Arizona if you let me. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that. Like, oh, on the topic of Arizonas, they have some shit on clearance. Dude, Arizonas are coming in like brand new at like 10 cents.
Whoa.
Like, all of a sudden, I see like some employees like, dude, why are you drinking Arizonas all of a sudden? Like, dude, when they're 49 cents on clearance, how can you not? I was like, and then they were walking by, like, hey, I don't really drink Arnold Palmer's, but they're 10 cents. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, if there wasn't like 5 times the amount of sugar, like in one, I'd buy one because, dude, I used to fuck with mucho mangoes and the black and white tea. And I'm telling you, the most popular Arizona is that just regular green tea, that ginseng green tea. It is the most popular. Like, that thing comes in gallons, cans, bottles, whatever, and it's always sold out.
You guys saw the peach tea? I love the Arizona peach tea.
I don't think we actually have the peach tea,
but no one sells it.
Yeah, there's a. Oh, you know, I remember the peach tea, but yeah, we don't sell that peach tea.
It was like those overloaded pizzas that I was talking about when we all met up for Lord of the Rings. Man, and I was like pissed that I couldn't find it again. And like every time I went back to my grocery store, it's like been sold out. And I was like, dude. And I finally went to the grocery store yesterday to get some food for Ninja, and they had a bunch there, and I literally had to fight the urge of just, and they were on sale. So I literally had to fight the urge of just being like, I'm about to pick up 3 of these things and like just store them in my freezer. And the answer was like, no, because I know that despite in my head being like, oh yeah, I'll buy 3 and store them over, and eat them over the course of, I know that I would just be like pizza. I was just like, I got one.
Oh.
But I'm gonna grab some more coffee. One second. Good question. Yeah. I was curious about the water one. I was like, I don't think we're gonna be able to talk much about this. Sure enough, JARdon the mess.
Dude, but speaking of pizza, Dalton, grocery outlet had like this. Like Tanya and I shop between either grocery outlet or Rayleigh's. Predominantly Rayleigh's now because I like Rayleigh's, and I like a lot of their house stuff. But sometimes it's like, all right, we'll end up at grocery outlet, and then if we can get the bulk of what we need there, we'll just not go to Rayleigh's. But anywho, they have like this pizza section, and they have this box of pizzas. It's like 3 pizzas called Jack's Thin Pizzas for fucking $6, and there's 3 of them. I'm like, this can't be good. This can't be good. The weight of the box is like less than 1 Red Baron almost. Like, this is insane. So fucking I buy it. So these thin pizzas, these are like these. So Bert, I'm telling Dalton about grocery outlet has like these little thin Jack's pizzas. They come in like, it's like a 3-pack in a box. $6 for the box, right? $6, and normally they're like 9, so it's not that great. It's not that great.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
but if you price per pizza, that's $2 for one of those.
$2 a pizza, which is the price of like a Tostino's.
Sure. Yeah.
So I buy them, and I tell Tanya, I'm like, look, these are probably not going to be that great. Like, I've had such a terrible experience with pizza lately. Yeah, I don't really care.
Yep.
I'm about to buy Tombstone. That's how terrible it is. Oh God, probably not. Anyway, but when I'm preheating it, I look on the back. I'm like, oh, this thing says crank it up to 450. That's not normal. So like that's really fucking hot. Yeah. And then I look at the time. I'm like, oh, 10, 11 minutes. Oh, this is like this is a thinner one. Okay. So we throw it in there for like 13, 14 minutes. Comes out crispy, like hot. And we do like a little review on it, her and I, just whatever. And it wasn't that bad. Like, it was pretty decent for what it was. It was kind of like a toned down Red Baron pizza.
Sure.
But it was thin enough to like, this isn't going to fill you up.
Yeah.
Like, I need to eat 2 of them.
Yeah.
Which I did.
Or have like a salad. Like
yeah.
Pizza and salad.
Yeah. Like, it's almost perfect to have like this pizza and then another dish. It was really solid for the price point. And for fucking $2, like, I don't like $2 pizza. I don't really know. Like, so last night.
Yeah, but even if you eat 2, that's like $4 for a meal. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
So
but I'm not gonna lie. When you eat 2, the second one does not taste nearly as good as the first one.
Yeah, well, that's like when you'll start eating a pizza, and then like by the end you're like, well, I can't just save this amount.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm not.
It's just like forcing it in. Yeah, with pizza. So
just eat the toppings.
Ugh. That's such a
chips
waste
with
in my
bread.
mind. Sorry, I was about to go off on a different thing, but let's touch on that, Dalton. Say what you just said again, but with more detail so that I'm not judging you.
Oh, you're gonna judge. So I usually don't like the crust. And as you know, I'm not a big fan of bread. So once I start getting full of pizza, I'll just stop. I'll just start eating the toppings.
God, you're such a savage.
Why don't you
Like-
just buy
like,
then
just
like
like-
why don't you just buy a pack of like pepperoni?
Dude.
Cheese and just eat it.
Dude, you like just when like you fucking come out with something new on the most basic things we talk about every fucking time.
Yeah, I know.
And we've been doing this for like almost 3 years now.
Oh.
Like you
I
Dalton,
can't process that.
Like, I don't, like once in a blue moon, I'll go and pick a pepperoni off, and I don't even remember the last time I did that. Actually, I'm picking the toppings off of like the pan that like kind of melted there. I'm like, oh cool, there's extra cheese here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Dalton.
You're welcome.
Okay. I know we've talked about it before, but let's talk about dressing up our pizzas. Because this is so I agree with you, Randy, that for the last few times that I've tried to get pizza, it's been really like not even I wouldn't even say disappointing. It's been like soul crushing experiences where I'm at the point where I'm like, do I just hate pizza now? Am I just over pizza? I've never thought I'd be there at this point because how could you have a bad pizza?
Or you just expect to be let down.
I can literally refer us back to a previous episode of JARdon the Mess where we talked about pizza and we're like, there's no such thing as a bad slice of pizza. And like now I look back at that, I go, no, I disagree with myself. I disagree with myself.
Terribly fucking wrong.
Yeah, how horribly wrong we were. So I'm at the point now where I'm realizing I have to dress pizza up. Because if I'm gonna go to like get
pizza up.
Add to it. So if I get a frozen pizza, I need to do something to it.
You're
to elevate it.
I'm adding pumps.
I need to elevate. Yeah. I'm playing events. I'm playing pumps. I gotta get this thing strength higher because right now I'm about to get overwhelmed and this pizza's not that.
That's so true.
And so for me, it's like the three key things that I do, right, is extra toppings, right? So like if I go get a pepperoni pizza, because I like my pizza basic, right? Pepperoni, black olives, jalapenos, right?
Or like pineapple or ham.
God, you're wild.
So like what I'll do is I'll make sure that I have like I'll buy a little thing and I'll add a couple extra pepperonis to it, or I'll add the black olives because they normally don't come on frozen pizza. Extra toppings. I don't go extra cheese, but I'm starting to experiment with like buying a little can of like marinara sauce and then just like heating up a dish of marinara because at that point you're dipping that pizza into that. That's just it takes something that's not that great and it turns it into something better, right? And then for me, the biggest thing that will change a pizza, hands down, take it from not tight to amazing, is hot sauce. You have to put hot sauce on pizza and you have to put a good hot sauce.
Don't scratch me.
So at that point, it's just like you're eating it and you're just getting like, it's just, yeah. To me, those are Bert's three tips for turning a lame pizza into something better.
I don't think I've ever had hot sauce on a pizza.
Pretty good. I actually didn't think about it until Bert mentioned it.
You gotta, because it's like, here's the thing. Are you one of those people that puts like the chili pepper flakes on your pizza?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You like the spice, but it's just like you get something that's like a good like I have this one that's like a smoky chipotle hot sauce. It's just so good. And you just drench that thing with it. And if you're really adventurous, you actually put the hot sauce on the pizza before you put it in the oven so that it bakes into it and just gets melty cheese. But then it's just like, yeah, that's
My pumps. I used to buy cheese pizza and just like kind of like throw the toppings on.
Throw it on it, yeah.
Just because I haven't done that in a while. But my go-to sauce for pizza. People thought I was weird. I was at a company meeting and they ordered pizza from this place. It sucked. And then they're like, "Oh, we all need ranch." I'm like looking around this room, like, God, like whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Can we get honey mustard?" And then they all looked at me like I was fucking high, bro. I was like, "Honey mustard?" I'm like, "Well, for the crust." I'm like, I guess. I'm like, God, I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. Like, stop judging me.
Yeah.
And then because I felt like pressured, I'm like, oh, or hot sauce. because you know, trying to rebound and like salvage some image, I guess.
Yeah.
And like, because I'm in front of my peers now, like, then they're like, oh yeah, and one was like, oh yeah, hot sauce is really good. I'm like, yeah, hot sauce is good.
Yeah, forget the honey mustard thing. Let's focus on the hot sauce.
So, but my we're in Rayleigh's, and I see I love Sweet Baby Ray's.
So
I think a lot of people around here like Sweet Baby Ray's just in general. That and Kinder's now. Sweet Baby Ray's has their Sweet Baby Ray's honey mustard dipping sauce. So good. So good. It's like just the perfect hint of everything that I need in this honey mustard. It's just like there is no bad dip unless like the fucking pizza's like going stale. I just, it's just impossible. It's so good. I do like get upset if I run out. Like, but that's mine. Honey mustard first and foremost, regardless at this point in the game. Sweet Baby Ray's honey mustard dipping sauce is my go-to. Like I'd be that guy that might just have like a little bit of like a little vial, just like you walk into a restaurant. All right, dude, here we go. No worries, I got you.
Maybe like you have like a little holster.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like a pager, a little beeper clip.
Or if I could do it like that spray on butter. No, hold on.
Veering away from pizza, but I know they sell it at Safeway. I don't know if they sell it at Rayleigh's, but there's this sauce called Nando's. I don't know if either of you have ever heard of it. So it's this South African restaurant that's really only overseas, but they have a few in the East Coast. But anyways, you can buy their Nando sauce, and it's their hot one, so it's pretty hot. But you marinate some chicken in that, or like barbecue some chicken and then pour it over it. It's super delicious. Let's look it up.
Speaking of barbecue and chicken, do you put your sauce on before you barbecue chicken or after you barbecue chicken?
It depends on what kind of sauce. Like
barbecue.
So if it's just barbecue, no. If it's like if I'm just buying Sweet Baby Ray's regular barbecue, I'm not putting anything on it. I'm just gonna salt, pepper it, grill it.
Yeah. What about dry rub?
Like I don't put much dry rubs on. Like I'll put them on ribs, but on chicken, I'm pretty basic. I'm just doing salt, pepper, garlic powder.
Always the garlic powder always accentuates things.
Right. But I'm pretty basic when I cut that.
Oh yeah.
That shit. Like steaks, just salt, pepper. I don't like marinating steaks. It tastes weird.
No. Oh no. I haven't had a marinated steak in a while. Or if I do, it's like some carne asada that was like pre-marinated.
Yeah.
No, actually, I fucking lie. I'll buy a fucking tri-tip that's already pre-marinated, like those little ones that you can get at like Trader Joe's or something. Those are really good. But if we're talking, but it's only a tri-tip. It's never like a different cut of meat.
Yeah, I'm talking about like New York steaks.
Or, yeah, hell.
Oh yeah, no. Anyone who's oh god, no.
It's just like I feel like I probably tried that in the past, but it's probably like I feel like it throws off the temp. It throws off like sometimes you're going by I don't know, maybe you're going by a sound. It's like there's just more shit that's just going on with the marinated that I need. But also just depending on how I eat it, it might not just come out that great. Hey, here's a good topic. What's something minor or something that could just like make your day? Whether it's finding money on the ground, I'm interested to see if it's how much money would it take to make your day that you found on the ground. Could be $1, $5, $10, $20. What could make your day? And I'll just tell you what made my day. The other day I pulled in to get a car wash at Shell, just a quick one, and there was a free fucking car wash. Like the system was really hard to read, by the way. It's like, don't put your money in, but then put your money in. I'm like, I don't know. So I just waited, and the thing said go. But then the screen saying put money in. I'm like, I'm just gonna go. What's the worst case that happened? I have to drive back around.
Yeah.
So I got a free car wash, so I saved like $9. So I was stoked for that. That made my day. Like, And it's like I immediately wanted to text you guys. I'm like, I'll just wait until talk about it. It's kind of minor, but it's like, how is that my age now? Free car wash. It's just like I need to talk about it now.
Where you're at in life.
Pretty much.
Mine is places getting your order
right. Damn, Dalton. What's that, like 2 out of 4 orders is wrong?
Wow.
Yeah. Dude, so last night, like Sarah wanted a shake. I was hungry for some chicken sandwiches. So we went to McDonald's. Literally nobody else was there but us. We order a strawberry shake, 2 cheeseburgers, and a McChicken sandwich. What we get, 1 cheeseburger, 1 McChicken sandwich. It's like 10 at night, nobody's there. How do you get that wrong?
They're high or drunk in the back. They don't give a fuck.
There's like 20 people there. I'm like, all 20 of you couldn't figure out it's supposed to be 3 burgers.
They're playing dice in the back, bro. It's reality when it's late at night.
Something.
Playing dice in the
Still hungover from Cinco de Mayo.
Dude, I go get my haircut. They're playing dice on the floor. I almost want to jump in. It's easy. And then this is on Cinco de Mayo.
No, this was last night.
I was like, yeah, everybody's drunk. Just get your order right, man. The low ones. Setting the bar.
Bert, does anything make you happy?
Or what has happened that has made your day that was unexpected? Even though Dalton's was expected.
Yeah.
To be right.
That should not be what it is, but yeah.
It should just be a thing, but apparently it's not.
Dude, that's how bad it is.
I think for me, and it's a little like this seems bizarre because it's easily trackable. But with how busy my life is, it's not. If ever I order something on eBay and it actually arrives to my house and I forgot, not that I forgot that I ordered it, but I didn't know. I don't like look at the tracking sometimes. I'm just like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
And so like you'll get like, because Amazon is like very well. So Randy, Amazon is like a really popular site that everyone uses to buy things, and you can get to your house really, really quickly. But I know that's okay.
I might have seen the commercial.
Yeah. But with eBay, it's like that's mostly the like Amazon is like the house stuff. It's all like utilitarian for me for the most part. So it's like dog food or dog treat. It's all dog stuff, or no, it's pretty much all just dog stuff or cleaning stuff. So like I know that it's coming. They tell me it's it's on its way, and like not really exciting. But when I like order something that's for me and it finally shows up and I see like that little package, I'm like, oh yeah, like today is okay because it normally comes at the end of the day after work. I'll see it there. And but most of the eBay stuff is like fits in my mailbox. So it's like with Amazon, I'll see it. So it's very clearly okay, great. But when I open up the mailbox, I don't really get mail. And I'm like, oh hey, look, here's some little Warhammer figures.
Yeah.
To me, that stuff will make my day. And again, it should be not a surprise because I know that stuff's coming. But to me, that will there's something Pavlovian or not Pavlovian. There's some kind of at this point. It like triggers that like reptilian brain of like like opening up stuff and being like super excited even though I know what's in there.
Oh yeah.
No, to me
I definitely get that.
I love tracking things.
Why?
I don't know. I'm like, did you ship yet?
The craziest tracking story is I think I sent y'all a picture of it. I backed this I have an addiction. I have many addictions, but the one I have is I buy RPG systems. I'm never gonna play them, but I just buy them because I like to own them. JARdon the Mess is great because we've slowly been going through all these different things. But I bought this World War II themed RPG, and it was like pre-ordered it last year, and it finally now came, and it was this whole big thing because I don't know if everyone how in depth people are tracking the shit, but with like COVID and all these different shipping issues and stuff, like there was this big thing within like the gaming community, like tabletop gaming community of like you print all the shit overseas, you print it in China, but like there's this huge queue of like all these people trying to print all this stuff. It was just you were like, hey, like we're in the queue, but we're not going to get our stuff for like printed for 6 months. You're like, what the fuck? And then from there, it's literally a slow boat from China to the US, right?
Yeah.
And so this company did something that I had never seen before, because everyone kept complaining, like, dude, what are the updates? What are the updates? What are the updates? Because you get it, right? They just finally were like, here you go. And they released like the commercial tracking information for their giant shipment to everyone who had ordered the product. So literally we could just sit there and watch the tracking of like this pallet of books on this commercial ship as it was like moving from China to the US. And it was like the most bizarre thing, because we'd see stuff where it just get like caught up in like the Bahamas, and then like we're just in there like, we're like, what is happening? And we're
Why
like,
are you in the Bahamas?
yeah. So it's just like,
Is there human trafficking going on? What's going on?
yeah, it was crazy. It was gnarly. That was the one time where I like kept checking tracking just to see the story of the ship. Like there's a point there was a point where it was crossing through whatever, what is that, the Suez Canal, and like all the pirates that are there, and everyone's just like, in the Facebook post, me like, I swear to God, if these fucking pirates take this ship, we're all going there, we're getting our books. It's just so funny to see this thing track from like literally across the globe. Yeah.
The other day, or not the other day, a couple weeks ago, I had an Amazon package. It shipped from wherever originally from, arrived in Vallejo, and then shipped to San Bernardino to go back to Vallejo, and I think went to Richmond, and then back to Vallejo, and then finally to me. I'm like, why?
Yeah, dude, it's kind of wild how it'll like I'll mail something to like Petaluma from like Santa Rosa, but it'll have to go to San Francisco first.
Yep.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like what?
Distribution center.
It's
So
like
anything
what?
that mails out has to go to San Francisco, and then it comes back.
Yeah, but it's so bizarre.
It's such a waste of time, gas, and effort and money. It's almost like, wait a second, why don't I make a local post office delivery? And I'll just be called something else.
Yeah.
And I'll just do local mailing. But the wild part is I'll probably get it I'll mail it on a Monday and the person will get it Wednesday. That's the crazy thing.
So they have like one or two trucks that stop by each post office, grab everything that night, all the outgoing stuff, and then go to San Francisco. So it isn't like, so whenever you drop it off at Rona Park, it's not like, oh, let's go to San Francisco. They just put it in a pile.
Yeah.
And that goes on that truck. And then...
It's just such a shoddy system, and they wonder why like stuff is failing. Like these other companies are just, man, they're survived by letters.
Sarah ordered this book from one of her favorite authors. Actually, it was 3 or 4 books. It was like limited edition, signed, all this stuff. She ordered it from Australia. It took how long to get here? And I guess it was raining everywhere. Well, somewhere in the mix, the box got destroyed. It was supposed to be like a box with 4 books. We got the box. It was like crunched. There's 1 book in there. And that's how they delivered it. And all it was had a note is like, sorry, your package was destroyed in transit. So we go there and we're like, is there any way you can track this thing to see where the other 3 or 4 books are at? And they're like, nope, sorry.
It's pretty much how it is. Like, let me dispute this credit card charge. Yeah,
ridiculous. Like the amount that they really don't care.
I think at the end of the day, like it's just like it happens so frequently. Like they probably cared when they started. Now they don't care. Like,
I know.
Oh yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
Your fragile sticker, they don't care.
Yeah, I know.
The one person will stand in a circle and they'll be filled with like bins for different routes and stuff. They'll scan the package and just be like, pew. Yeah.
can just imagine it's probably like like the mailroom from Elf.
Mhm.
Table
Yeah.
dancing. Yeah, they're not all that happy.
No.
All right, I have one thing. We're on the food topic, and I'm now curious to get Randy your take on this, being where you're at now, which is promotional. When you go into a store and they have food that has like a promotional image on it connected to like some sort of like show or movie or game, and how that is an indicator of how long that food product has been sitting in that store. So what I mean by that, let me give you an example. I went into this place that's next to me, and I was like waiting in line. I was just like, holy shit. Like I was like, there's like candy Kit Kats or whatever like that. And I'm like waiting in line. I was like, and just trying to make out the image. I was like, is that like a promotional Kit Kat from the Hunger Games? Like what? How old is this candy bar? And then and as I got closer, I was like, oh, it's from Rings of Power. It was like the elf guy. But then even then I was thinking about it, I was just like, dude, like when did that come out? That I mean, I guess it's a candy bar. In my head, I started like doing all this like this logic of like, this is a candy bar, it's not that hard, but like at the same point now it's clearly told me how long it's been like sitting here as opposed to like not. So like you'll go into other places and they'll be like, you know, like whatever. Like if I went into a 7-Eleven and I saw like a Mountain Dew that said like Halo Infinite on it, like, you know, use this to get some codes, I'd be like, dude, how long has this been sitting here? And there's certain stores that you go to where it's like it's more mom and pop, I think, than anything else. Where like I'd actually like actively I guess you can't really choose, but like I would not want that stuff in my store because it would help. It showcases how long product has been sitting on your shelf.
100%. For the most part, we cycle through a lot of the promotional stuff, but there's one in particular that I notice. Like there's some candy bars from like the Super Bowl. I mean, that's still February.
Yeah.
But still, it's just like Super Bowl, you know, like it's just like you can instantly date it in your mind.
Yep.
Like without looking at the extra, because if there was no picture, then it could still be the same date, but the person would still buy it.
Yep.
Even though it doesn't expire for like another 2 or 3 months or something.
Yep.
The ones that I get annoyed of is actually soda, because they come out with promotional soda and it doesn't sell, and yet the vendors can't send it back, or they can't send it back yet because it's not expired, so they keep wanting to put it out, and it's like, dude, why is it out here? It's fucking cranberry Sprite with a fucking mistletoe on it. Like, dude, no one's buying this. Like, no one's gonna buy it. That's why I took it off the shelf, and I see it back on the shelf because vendors need to like move it. And I'm just like, ugh. So promotional crap, yeah, dude. Well, I haven't seen. Since I've been there, I've been clearing out shit.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I haven't found stuff from like 2021. Yeah.
Grandma seasoning.
It's amazing. I guarantee you, almost at any store, you put your hand back and do like some section, like some shelving that looks like people don't really want to deal with, you'll find expired shit. Like, it's just without doubt. And it's kind of shitty, more so with the kind of environment that I'm in, like even Safeways. You actually not so much Safeway. You gotta do the whole food, but because they have so much over the counter OTC stuff, that expires, and you got to go through and check those outdates, and then you got to check like outdates everywhere because shit expires. Yeah. Checking outdates for fucking medical or for over the counter pharmaceutical shit is just like annoying. Small boxes, small bottles. Yeah, no thanks.
Expired.
You know what's not expired? The Lord of the Rings story. Do we have time? I think we do.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're making good time. I'm so excited for this.
Oh no,
Dalton, are you ready?
Let
me get another Topo Chico, and then I'm ready to go taking back to Middle
The
Earth.
dice that I bought or got from Fundemonium.
Oh, nice. Oh, that in the mystery pack?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they didn't have much.
No, they don't. I mean, it's more so. I'm curious where they make their money. Like, I really am. Like, I know a lot of people just go in there and support it because it's the local business and what's to do, but like, there's not that many people walking in there buying. I can't see that many people buying a lot of Warhammer there. The RC stuff I could see moving a decent amount just because maybe people don't know Jake's. But I just like, how do they make all their money? Like events, maybe.
Pandemonium.
Yeah. But like they have like 5 or 6 employees, so
yeah, every time I go in there, which is only when I obviously come up for whatever reason, right? But normally it's like Christmas and like Easter, right? So a couple times when it comes to you guys, and I'm always like overwhelmed by the amount of people they have in that store, and it's huge. Like the floor space is like ginormous, right?
Yeah.
And I sit there and I look around and I go, dude, like, what? Like, what are you guys? What is your like? I'm just so curious what their overhead is.
Yeah.
And then like how much they're spending in like like daily payroll versus like sales. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's crazy
for
to me.
for real. No, I know they've
They
added
have
a lot
of stuff in there.
They added a lot more things since last I've been, or like I think so. The store has been around for what, like 5 years now. I think
it's been longer.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, because when they first opened, I'm like, "There's no way this store
This is gonna last." Yeah,
There's no fucking way.
Yeah,
there's just no way. But year after year, and then a woman I was dating X amount of years ago, she was like, "Oh yeah, let's go. We're going to Fundemonium, get some toys." I'm like, "What?" And they come back with little knickknacks that you won't see like other places.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay." But like, how do they make their money? I mean, I probably in total have spent less than $500 there.
Yeah.
The whole time they've been open.
Yeah, but I just wonder. Here's the thing for me, right? It's got to be. Sorry, I was thinking about this. Like, remember when there was the point when we started JARdon the Mess? So 3 years ago, it feels like. And y'all were like going and buying those little bags of like rando dice and like, you know, like all those little mini things.
Yeah.
That's like the equivalent in my mind. That is the equivalent of buying soda or popcorn at the movie theater. It's just straight profit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the stuff where it's like the amount of money that they make on like selling Warhammer is very minuscule, right? The amount of money they make on like dice and probably like the additional things, that's got to be where they're making their money. But I feel like you saturate it at that point. Like how, I don't know. Actually, no, I take that back. You
Even
never have
like they would have to pull in all profit on labor for RC work, any type of that, because if you're paying a kid, let's say $19 an hour, $20 an hour, even $21 an hour to work on an RC car, the customer's paying 25. You know, and let's say the kid can get the job done in like 30 minutes and you're still getting charged an hour. You know, bang two of these out. That's $50 to my 19 now. That's whatever to my whatever. But I'm probably shooting myself in the foot. They were pretty fucking honest, so they do.
Yeah.
I'm like, we only took us like half an hour, so we're only gonna charge you like this much. I'm like,
You have competition of Jake's hobby, whatever, where they're like fully dedicated to RC shit.
Yeah, but we're not talking about like Jake's competition. Jake's competition doesn't affect them. Like,
you don't think?
No, not at all.
RC side? No,
because they already opened. Like Jake's is Jake's. Like if anything, they would have been a little bit worried about. If anything, I would say Jake's would have been worried about them bringing in RCs, but because of Jake's price and discount, they're like, we're fine. But also they have that loyalty and customer base. But I would like to say the median age that I've seen go into Jake's is probably my age or older. Yeah. So you're only getting this one crew that goes in, and that's where like Jake's is probably a staple and will always just be there for a while. But that's why I got pissed and will never shop at Jake's again because of how I was treated. Yeah. Like you got a new guy coming in willing to drop fucking bills, and you're treating me like shit. Like fuck you. Like I'll go spend more money at another place, but also their age demographic is therefore pulling in more clientele. They might be busier, quote unquote, but I will say this: Jake has a lot of probably broke people hanging out in that fucking store. Sitting there all day where it looks
the comic book store syndrome of
that
people who go there
busy,
and hang out all the time but don't buy anything.
You got a lot of people that could walk in there and just ask a bunch of questions and not buy shit. Or you got guys like me that will walk into Fundemonium. I'll probably walk into Fundemonium. For every 10 times that I walk into Fundemonium, I'll probably buy something half the time.
Yeah.
Whereas Jake's, you can walk into Jake's. I feel like you can walk into Jake's 8 times and not buy anything 8 times just because of, it's just a play. I want to come and just look. I just want to come and look. Oh, look at that. Because I used to do that with my fucking dad back in the day. You just go and look at shit, not buy anything. That's my perception on. But Jake's will still be there probably at least another 15 years.
Well, that kid just bought it.
Yeah, I know. Like that's why I said at least 15 years. Unless they can generate new clientele or have something like that, they'll probably go under in 15 years. That's my personal opinion. The fact that Fundemonium is still here, they'll go on for as long as that guy wants to run the place in my head. Because they have the niche. They're always bringing in new people. So treat your customers fucking right that are spending grip. I spent more money in Jake's in a month span than I've ever spent in Fundemonium, and I was still treated like dog wash in Jake's. So by the sun. So fuck them. That's like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But I go to Fundemonium.
So that box that you showed us the other day, that Lord of the Rings box, they have a couple of them and they're 20% off right now.
Oh really? Yeah, because you're saying that they got them and
$10.
Yeah, I mean, the guy said no one's like, he wants to get more Lord of the Rings stuff, but no one buys it.
Yeah. Well, all right. You guys were normally, Bert, I'll say this: your engagement in the group chat is lacking thereof. But then with all this, like you guys were going really fast. What comes in this box at Fundemonium that's now 20% off that we could use actively? Is it like, it doesn't come with everything? Is it a certain set? Is whatever? Is this the same thing as that YouTube video that I was watching? Because where would we at? It comes I'll 100% go bad guy.
Yeah. It comes with 2 little mini armies. So the Gondor defenders of Osgiliath and then Mordor. So Gothmog comes with dice, some terrain, and like the core book that you need to like play the rules. My thing is, if you're not interested in either of those armies, it's not really worth it because one, I'd rather you buy the stuff that you want to play with, right? Do you get a deal because you're kind of getting both armies? Sure, but if you're not going to play them, then it doesn't matter. The book, while that's going to be helpful, we have ways around that, and dice are dice, so it's just like terrain, right? So while it is a good value if you're interested in that, mainly if like, one, if you just have the cash to spend, cool, great. Or if you're like, oh hey Randy, you like playing Mordor, I'll play Gondor, we'll split this box in 2, right? It's the thing that people do. My alternative solution to that is you can still look on you can still buy just little mini armies, and there's like, they're called like battle hosts, and it's like a start collecting box. And again, they have them for Gondor, Isengard, Rohan, and Mordor, right? And you buy this one box for like $80, and it's like boom, army ready to go, right? To me, you don't get the book, you don't get the dice, but we already have dice, and I have a way of getting the book, so it's not a big deal. So it's like, well, yeah, okay, the $80 is way different than 210 or whatever. That's an easier price point to get into. Boom, and then in theory, you're done. The thing that Dalton and I have been going back and forth on is we look at Gondor, Isengard, Rohan, Mordor, and we look at those four and we're like, do we want to play something else? Because there's a ton of different other factions, but they don't all have this small little collector box to start with. So it's a little bit more to get into, but you're getting what you want, right? So for me, I'm just like, fuck it, whatever. I'm going to pull the trigger and I'm just going to go with some Easterlings because it's me and I have to go with Easterlings, right? I've heard that they're not even that good in the game, but I got to do it because it's just like, I got to do it.
That's what I did. I went with the whole, how you said it when we were looking at a kill team at first. Look at what army or faction that like you think looks the best. So I really like Haldir, so I went with him, and then the wood elves with him.
So, all right, but the box set that they have at Fundemonium is the same as what the guy was talking about in the videos. Is it the same type of game, or is it different?
It's for the same game. It's just very specific for those factions.
So all right. So I mean, obviously the box is very specific to those factions, but I just want to make sure like jump into something and start buying shit more so for like the collecting aspect, and I'm just living off your guys' energy too.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that what I buy I can play with you guys. That's really what it is. It's like, oh hey man, we just got all these A and B, or we got these circle and circle pegs, and you got a square peg. Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Because I want to I'm more likely gonna go Azog army.
When you said that, I was like, "What?" And then I forgot that there's all these Hobbit armies, and I looked at them, and they look sick.
Yeah, and then I'll go. There was like some sort of Nazgul. Like that's just where I'm going. But I just want to make sure, like, hey, my mind, if I'm gonna invest, am I playing the same game that you guys are playing?
Yeah. The short answer is yes.
Okay.
The longer answer is just confirm with me before you make the purchase. But as long as it says like,
I'm very impulsive on eBay.
I know. Well, I did that too. And hold on.
I'm very impulse driven on eBay. It's bad. It's just good. Whatever. It's kind of cheap. Buy.
About that.
I got my MRI tomorrow for my shoulder.
I did an impulse buy and just got the Fellowship box from on Amazon. So it's literally like the Fellowship of the Ring, right?
Nice.
Gandalf, Gimli, all the hobbits and stuff. I cannot tell you that so all 9 people, right? It took me 4 minutes to build these. So I say that because like Randy, remember with like Warhammer with the Tyranids, it's like you got to get all these clip and poses and you got to like do it and you got to figure out all this stuff. Yeah. It literally was hours. Hours. Yeah. It literally was like, oh, hey, look, he's already there. You just got to glue him into the base.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
And it's like the only choice was like, oh, cool. Aragorn's sword was like, I just had to glue his sword into his arm and then glue him into the base. Like it's way easier to build than Warhammer, right? So that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, great. But it's still like you got to build them and then you got to paint them, right?
Yeah. Well, having this game been out for X amount of years and people not that into it and people that have been, I'm hoping I can find some already painted shit on eBay.
Yeah, you could probably find some painted stuff on eBay. Now, I'd be curious if you can find that specific Gothmog or whatever dude's army, but it looks everything that I've looked into it has indicated that not a lot of people play it. I guess a lot less people play it than, let's say, Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone that I've watched has said, hey, it's actually the most fun tabletop strategy game. Like the rules are just really solid, that like everyone who plays it is like, man, this is really fun. I wish more people played it. So I'm like, all right, well,
it seems a lot simpler to play too.
Yep.
Like shit straight up. And then I don't know if Warhammer or Kill Team's the same, but I like that they have like scenarios like a list of scenarios and like campaigns or whatever you can do. So you can pretty much recreate scenes from Lord of the Rings, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what like when I stopped by that Warhammer night, unknowingly, the I saw like it just looked like these guys were playing Kill Team, but like they had like these crazy spec sheets that just it was just like a full on print on and just like their guy, all their shit. It's almost like it was very, very like it was getting intense.
Yeah.
It was getting intense.
Yeah.
To say
That's
the
why I'm like
least.
too intimidated to play. Try to play.
Well, there because the initial guys were very warm and friendly, and then I started just walking around. Then I asked some other guys, I'm like, "Hey, you guys was that like just random shit you found or whatever?" They kind of just gave me like this stink eye, and they're like, "It's just random stuff." But also, like, I don't know, like it's just like, why are you invading our
This
this is
free
our
time
thing.
space. Yeah.
This is our whatever. I'm like, no, brother, I'll be here. I'll be here a lot more. Give me some more attitude. But no, like, but I would say for most of them, they're like, yeah, dude, this is a bunch of random stuff we found and painted to make their layouts. I was like,
their terrain, yeah.
Yeah, I was almost thinking like, bro, like, I'm about to just go to like a park, just find some driftwood or just buy some terrarium stuff and just like, bro,
honestly, that's
my
what
guy's
it
going
is.
underneath a tunnel, like, fuck it.
You got to go find some pet store that's like going out of business and be like, oh, cool. I'll buy all this, aquarium shit.
Like that one picture I sent you guys where the guy had the really big kind of like steampunk looking thing, and dude, that thing was so detailed in its paint.
Yeah.
I was looking at it. I asked the guy, I'm like, bro, I can't find time to paint. I'm just so busy. And he was like, you never find time to paint. You just start painting.
Yeah.
You just hope. And I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah. But the guy was definitely on my ass, like very friendly. He was like, are you on the Facebook group? Or are you on the Discord? Or on this? I'm like, no, let me. I'm like, just slow down.
Just calm down. Yeah.
All I said was like, hey, hold on. I'm just dipping my toes in right now.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, you don't want to get overwhelmed. I'm like, you're overwhelming me.
Yeah.
Like, dude, but I love the energy. That was the thing. I love that they were there. But it's just,
when you're ready, I can send you the Discord link.
the energy.
Are you in their Discord?
Yeah, do you want it?
That's so funny. No, I don't want it.
I don't want to be in there. I log into Discord. It's just I logged into Discord on my for my clan, and I just see all the shit in there. Like, God, am I too old for this? Like, I don't, or it's just not like it's childish. It's just all overwhelming sometimes for me to just look at all this shit that the clan is talking about or doing, and it's a whole fucking world. It's a whole world in Discord for sure.
Yep. It really is. You know what else is a whole world?
Middle Earth.
Oh yeah, like I might just be Smog and call it a day.
You could literally just buy that one model and that's it.
Like, hey, look, this is all I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna attack every fucking hero, and I'm probably gonna kill you with a high possibility.
Yeah.
And then if you guys just shoot me down, then I'm dead, and I'll just be over here eating popcorn, knowing I killed all your heroes. I think that's how Joe would play. Oh, look, I killed you.
Yeah, I'm a giant dragon. I'm gonna breathe fire. Okay, great. Well, then, like the thing is, like, I'm always curious with those like big temple, like not even temple, like this big, like, hey, this is my one guy thing.
Yeah,
just like there's a level of statistics, right, where I'm like, cool, but like, all right, so if every turn, let's just say every turn you're just like one-shotting one of my guys, understood, right? Yeah. Do I have enough guys though, and enough volume of fire dice rolls to like bring you down before you blow through everybody? And there's still like the probability of like just literally dice rolls because it's random. Like that's what I love about these games is like sometimes you'll have these moments where like I'll equate it to Lord of the Rings, because it happens to me in Warhammer because I haven't played the Lord of the Rings game yet, where you'll have like Mary fucking kill Smog, and it's just like you're like, what the fuck? It's just because of whatever dice rolls. It's great. So I'm excited. Dice rolls. I'm gonna order my Easterlings right after this call. Speaking of Easterlings, Dalton, take it away.
So we're in the Prancy Pony, and I think we were walking up to. Bert, remind me your character's name again. Or no, we don't know your name.
You don't know. You don't know my character's name.
So Randy and I were, excuse me, Radel and I were walking up to Bert. Wait. Were we? I don't know.
I have.
I believe Bert's sitting near the fireplace,
Smoking my pipe.
smoking
Oh,
his
that's
pipe,
right, yeah.
drinking a mug of ale, and I am on the back of my original seat, and you're
Yeah.
next to me, trying to persuade me with gold.
And you dropped that bag of gold on the table.
And I wanted to see. I was hoping you had the video or the YouTube. I know because I wanted to watch that. Yeah. I'm not sure where we're at after that.
Yeah, I think that's.
Well, I know we cut to Bert, and Bert was smoking his pipe up, staring at us. I think.
Yeah. I'm staring at you. I think there's a point where can I do some sort of insight check on because it's a little elf guy that's talking to us, right?
Yes.
And we know that he's an elf.
Yes.
Okay.
I need to pull up. What should I pull up? Because I'm confused right now. Let's just pull this up.
Yeah, you can pull up. There should be a blank player character sheet, so you can look at those for reference. But I'd love to do an insight check. So that's I have that, which is I can just roll. You can determine the number, right? Or you roll for that. I just basically want to see, is this guy on the up and up, or is this person why does this person have an interest in it? Are they questionable? Are they honorable?
He's reading your body language.
Yeah.
You can roll.
Okay. Insight uses wisdom. I don't think. What is my wisdom score? Okay, so I got a 13.
Okay. So I will say that you don't suspect anything foul from his intentions. He seems like it's innocent and really he's looking. It doesn't seem off. He doesn't seem like he's trying to hurt anybody, whatever. He seems genuine in his wanting you guys to, or not. He hasn't helped ask you yet, but he seems genuine in wanting to partner with so far Radel.
Got it. Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna put my pipe away. I'm gonna clean it, put it out, and I'm actually gonna walk away from the fireplace back towards where Radel and this person. Did this person introduce themselves? I think they did.
Me?
What was their name?
Brody, I think his name
Yeah,
is.
Brody Brown.
Yeah, Brody Brown.
Brody Brown.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Okay, I'm heading over there.
Okay.
Slowly, not running or anything. I'm just walking back in that direction.
So
While he's go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
While he's walking this direction, I look up and see him, and can I grab the money off the fucking
Will you
thing?
roll for me?
Yeah, I'll fucking roll for you. What am I rolling?
What are you rolling? I would say Shadow. Are you
What am I rolling?
Are you trying to sneak it off, or are you just?
No,
trying to
I just want to take it. I just want to grab because I see this other unnamed guy who was drinking my beer or my ale.
Drinking my beer that you
Drinking
wrongfully
my ale.
declared was yours.
Drinking my ale. I just want to make sure that this money that you laid on the bar table or on the bar is protected and safe with my person.
Well, you haven't agreed to anything.
Yeah, but the money's there. The money's there. It's there.
What should I have him roll, Bert?
If he's not trying to just like sneakily take it, if he was trying to sneakily take it, I'd say like sleight of hand, because that's kind of like I'm gonna hide this and do this thing. But if he's just trying to take it, maybe just have him do dexterity. It's like, how quickly can he grab it? Because if you want your person to try and stop him, you can do his dexterity roll versus your dexterity roll.
See, I didn't even give my person stats yet. I gotta do that.
You're ill equipped to take this money.
All right, roll your dexterity.
Okay, my dexterity is 11. Oh, I got an 11.
Okay, so with an 11, it would be like you have a +1 modifier, so you actually got a 12, right? So then, would you say, I guess, Dalton, is this person like high dexterity or low dexterity, being a wood elf?
What's dexterity again for it?
Like how quickly their hand movements are, right? So like Legolas is probably high dexterity because he's just like, like shooting bows.
I would say mid-range, I guess.
Okay. So then roll and just give this guy a +2 to whatever you roll.
Oh, cool.
So I got a 2.
Okay.
So
Now you have to
is,
interpret that however you want.
So as Bert's character is walking over, I'm not paying attention to the money, and Radol just goes swoop and takes it.
All right, from my point of view, as he's not paying attention to the money, Roddy Brown is looking at this unnamed man. I'm gonna pick Roddy Brown's cuff, just kind of like just put his hand back because he's not paying attention.
Yeah, I'll say since you rolled 12 and I rolled a 2, I'm just so glazed at Bert walking over. You say anything, Radol, or are you just grabbing the money?
Tempt me, Frodo. That's all I got. Oh, or I said, don't tempt me, Frodo. Yeah, don't tempt me because I did take it. Oh God. Okay.
Bert, are you sitting next to us?
I'm gonna, because if you guys are sitting at the bar, right? I'm gonna approach, and I'm gonna address this to Brody, not necessarily Radol. Like I know that Radol's there, but I'm more focused at Brody, which is the person, because you had bought me a drink, right?
Yes. I'll say yes.
Apologies, I was weary from travels and would like to make amends for my actions. May I buy you a drink? I'm looking at Brody. I go, and let me introduce myself. I am Brumil.
What is it?
Brumil.
Brumil? Nice to meet you, Brumil.
I flag to the bartender when he's ready.
May I help you?
I look at Brody. What does one of the elf kind drink?
What do you have? An ale's good.
An ale sounds wonderful. 2 ales, please.
I like ale. And the bartender will start pouring the ale. So while he's pouring it, Brody asks, "Do you like adventures?"
Did that to me?
Yeah. I have an adventure for you.
Just get done watching the Hobbit movie.
Adventure, you say? Well,
And treasure. Adventure and treasure.
I'm more intrigued about the treasure than the adventure, but
Me
they
too.
do go hand in hand.
And I will pay you to go on this adventure as well.
You'll pay me to find treasure.
Yeah, I just need help.
What type of help? And
Um,
what type of treasure?
Well, the treasure is it's in a place where I shouldn't go alone. So I need 2 strapping big men. That might have not been the best choice of
Suddenly,
words.
Brumel is regretting this decision.
I need to armed men.
Able-bodied.
Able-bodied.
It's like the correct terminology for all.
Yes, thank you, Radol. Thank you.
Oh, so good. Oh, you sick bastard.
Yeah, so I need 2 able bodies to assist. And as I say that, I pull out another bag of coins.
So this is the first bag of coins that I've. Yeah.
For you, at least, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, was there a certain amount of what was the stats that you gave us? Or wasn't there a certain amount of points that you could distribute? Is there usually a certain amount of points you can distribute?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know if I still have the email.
Give me 2 seconds.
Sorry, I should have thought about this before.
Yeah, you can also find one of your.
Oh, that's right. I can look at my.
What's it called? Like NPC. There'll be like people, and you can just take one and use it.
Which file would that be on? Sorry.
Okay. You have 27 points to spend. And there's different things. So I'll tell you what. You keep going. I'll find you an NPC adversary person sheet, and you can take it from there.
I like it. So yeah.
Again, I ask. Treasure tends to find adventure and treasure. There's some risk clearly involved here. I would need more details before I agree to anything.
Yeah, I'm paying you. The treasure happens to be kind of far, not super far, sort of far.
Can I interject at this point while because I'm adjacent?
Yes.
Roddy,
Yes.
the slapstick over here doesn't want the money. Give me the other bag, and I'll just do this all by myself. Okay? Can we just get on with this? While I'm staring at the other bag of gold or other bag of money.
I need you to roll.
Okay.
What are you rolling? Rolling. Persuasion. That
Okay.
seems like a good one.
So my charisma. Ooh. This one's kind of high. Oh, fuck. I got a 3. Charisma's 14.
As you say this, I look over to you and I happen to glance that there is no longer a bag of coins. So I completely ignore what you're saying. And I'm gonna roll. I got a 2, so no matter what I'm trying to say, it doesn't matter. What happened to the coins? Did you take the coins?
Me? Yeah, I took the coins.
Oh, cool. So you're agreeing to this venture. Great. So then I'm going to turn back over
To Brewmill. Where I should have wrote this down because I had a specific place where I wanted to go, and it's not there any longer.
Oh wow, LOTR says. Just trying to find you an elf person, and it's proving more difficult. Yes, details, please. Where are we going? And what are we doing?
So we're looking for a large treasure. It is in the mountains of Mirkwood.
Yes, that's where I've heard that it is.
So that's a far away.
But I need 2 able bodies to assist.
Would you like to go on an adventure with treasure?
You will share the treasure.
Sorry. But is there anything you can tell me about
Dalton?
It's a rare treasure. I promise you have never seen a treasure like this before.
Is there any sort of curse guarding this treasure, or where is it located? You know what? At this point, I don't even care anymore. I'm in.
Perfect. Here's your bag of golds. And this ale is on me.
I'm gonna buy the ale again.
While he's doing that, I want to take Brody's ale.
We haven't gotten the ale yet.
Well, you haven't.
You mean the one that I'm drinking?
No, I want to take whatever from the ales arrive. I want to take Brody's ale, the ones that were presumably ordered.
Well, he hasn't put them down yet.
Oh, you not roll for me. Go for it.
I was gonna say here's the thing, like things progress in the story. And we need to come back because how long is this guy pouring ale for?
Well, there's other customers.
It's not first come first service, you know.
Apparently. Wait, what am I rolling?
It's a solid question. Intimidate. Intimidation. Why not? Let's do that one.
Fucking charisma again. Goddamn. Oh, fucking 8.
So the bartender comes over and starts handing the ale to Brody and Brumel. And as you go to grab Brody's ale, you start to grab it, but then the bartender quickly pulls it away and then puts it on the side.
I take it and I just like look at Red All again, and I just do that very slow, like just drink the whole thing while staring him down.
So, at this point, can I grab the bartender's cuff and punch him in the face? Because this is now 2 times that I if you think about it, I haven't even received my first fucking ale yet.
Yes, you did. Did you give it?
No, I didn't. I never received a fucking ale yet. I'm pretty
then
sure.
He hands you a ale. Not punching the bartender. I'm hard passing enough.
But you can't, though.
But he also just placed a beer down in front of you.
But who? But I can still punch the bartender in the face. Because I want to punch the bartender in the face. That's what I want to do.
Okay, roll.
Okay, yeah. So we're doing dexterity?
Sure.
Okay. Fucking 8!
Cool. You go to swing at the bartender, you miss, and then he no longer gives you an ale because he kicks you out.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, no. Hey, well, no. In reality, don't do the just kidding, because I will play off of it.
Okay.
So, are you doing it just kidding, or what? Because my mind moves very fast.
So you go to punch the bartender, you miss, and he. Actually, I'm going to. Fucking rolls. You go to punch the bartender, he misses, or you miss, and he doesn't give you the beer. He asks you politely to leave.
I'm gonna look at Brody and Rumil. Thanks for the money. And I'm gonna walk out from the bar.
Okay.
Because I got asked to leave. I gotta leave, right?
So
So this is what.
so I'm gonna follow you then.
And I'm going to. Are you coming on the adventure?
Oh, I don't know, man. Like I just had haven't been served. Feeling a little not feeling the love on my part, on
Well,
my
I'm not
end.
the bartender. I am also a patron. But you have my money, which means you're coming on the adventure.
Yeah, but usually you pay for services after. You don't give them money beforehand. So in my eyes, you just kind of gave me money.
You took the money. I did not give it to you. So therefore,
I'm gonna get on my horse.
volunteer.
I'm gonna get on my horse. And what's gonna happen now?
I'm behind
Like,
Bradle. No, yeah, Brondy. And at this point, I have like my walking stick, but like my walking stick isn't just a walking stick; it's like a full-on like glaive. So there's like a blade at the top part of it, right? As I like walk out, and you just hear like it kind of go like into like my hands. The elf has hired your services. Either you're on this quest, or you will return the wood elf's property to him.
Or what?
Well, that will end today.
Oh, damn! That was good timing, Dalton. Well, I'll keep playing. I'll keep playing. I'll keep the play on.
This could be really short, and one of us could be dead, and I gotta make a new character.
My adventure could be for nothing, and I lost money.
God, she just gave me the fucking ale. Oh, bro, I'm ready. This is what you deal with, Bert. Just the play on, like constant changing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's true.
Burger King.
Dude, all right. I don't know if you guys have been watching the Warriors games or whatnot, but I've been seeing the Burger King commercials again, and like the new rap song with it. It almost makes you want to try some Burger King or give them like another chance.
Rap song.
Well, it's just their fucking theme songs, like they just go with the commercial. Like BK, 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 BK. Because I think they got like a $6 deal where it's like you get like a Whopper, or like a Whopper, double Whopper Junior, like chicken fries and some fries for $6.
Whoa.
Yeah, like it's kind of like a good deal.
I guess
it's actually insane.
Hella stores.
Are they?
Let's suppose like some 400 stores or something.
It makes sense. Like,
but is that a lot?
Yeah,
I feel like there's a ton of Burger Kings in the U.S.
But let's say, oh god, I could be butchering this. What is there, like 9,000 subways like worldwide or something like that?
Yeah, there's like more subways than anything else.
So let's say if you got like 7,000 Burger Kings, 400 is a lot. I would say it's still a lot. But then a lot. How many Burger Kings are closing inside of gas stations? You know that are
yeah.
Charging like $15 for a meal,
dude.
It's pretty expensive. It's pretty, but you know, I'll bitch about how Burger King's expensive because I've been let down the last like few times I've eaten there. But I'll pay Carl's Jr. money every time.
But the thing is, Carl's Jr. isn't that expensive anymore.
I mean, it's more expensive than In-N-Out.
Well, yeah, which is my point, which is why would you go to anywhere besides In-N-Out?
Because In-N-Out is like, I don't want to wait 80 hours for my food.
Correct.
In-N-Out doesn't have jalapeno poppers.
That is true also.
Their fried zucchini is pretty good. Their fried zucchini is pretty good.
I love their fried zucchini.
Well, I Dalton, question. How often do you get Chick-fil-A?
It's not super often.
Like, I don't get it often.
We're getting it.
I don't get it often, but I know that I hear their breakfast is pretty decent.
I haven't tried their breakfast.
I haven't tried their breakfast either.
Honestly, if I'm gonna get breakfast, there's McDonald's breakfast, which is McDonald's breakfast. But we were driving back. My sister and I were driving back from when we were up in Roanoke Park whatever it was, a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we left hell early. And I was like, look, honestly, you'd be surprised. Taco Bell's breakfast is really, really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You get that breakfast crunch wrap.
Yeah, like that was like always like the go-to. It's
Yeah.
like the easy one.
It's so good. It's just like steak, eggs, hash browns, and that sauce all in that little like crunch wrap. And I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh dude, it's so good. It's so freaking good.
I got a man, I'm really running behind now. I have one topic I want to close out on. Is there is a we have friends that they always eat out, they like to try all these restaurants and blah blah. And they like to try all these good foods, or not necessarily trying good foods. And I'm not even necessarily saying like all of it's like drop dead amazing, but at what point is like, am I just gonna stop eating out and just like, at what point is like, I'm like, it's just, I guess where I'm going with it, like why? Like, because I don't understand the financials behind it. Like
there's just a point where
they can eat like at a restaurant. Like, I'm sorry, like you can eat at like a fancy restaurant 3 times a week, or you can go get Burger King or McDonald's like twice a week for like half the price. You know? Or a quarter of the price. Like I don't understand that. Do you see that more in LA, Bert?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that eating out
It's
is
everywhere.
like it's like an experience. My thing is like, I mean, I don't have a significant other, so for me it's just like, oh, it's just what do I want to eat? So it's like very different. So I know that going and eating out as like a couple is a thing, right?
Yeah.
For me, it's the level of just solo. I realize, cool, I can actually make more enjoyable meals just in my house doing my own stuff than I can eating out. Like there's a point where like I don't want to cook. Okay, great. But like just the other day I was like, oh, what do I have? Oh, I have like this ciabatta bread. We got like some sliced turkey cheese. So I literally was like, okay, cool, I can make a sandwich. Or I could put this bitch in the oven and make like a toasted like a sandwich. And now I'm putting like pickles and hot sauce on it. And it just turns into like an experience. Like I enjoyed that way more than if I had gone out and done anything else. So with me, it's just like there's a level of I hear what you're saying. Eating out all the time, it's just like starts to be like super expensive, and like that's just money you could use on. That's why I'm like, oh, cool. I haven't like eaten out and done fast food in forever. I'm gonna go buy these Easterlings right now because it's expensive, but I also haven't been like spending money on other stuff. So for me, it's like
I'm not a picky eater, but
you make a lot of food at home though, Dalton.
Well, the thing is, like, when we go out to eat, I feel disappointed most of the time. And I don't like most of the time the food isn't that good.
Unless it's like a Stark restaurant.
But even then, like, you know,
I am perfectly fine able to cook a steak. I can cook a steak in like 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, like that's a big thing, is like when I go out to eat, it's mainly because I want to take Tanya out. I want to treat Tanya. I want to, because she, let's be real, she cooks dinner majority of the nights of the week, sometimes the whole week.
Yeah.
So I when I go out, I want to take her out. I want to treat her, but it's mainly the reason, like you're saying, Dalton, like I could be disappointed. The food is good. I feel like I can make this at my house. But there is that extra of like, well, I don't have all this at my house. Like, I'm getting
this.
Yeah.
To me, there's a few scenarios, like you said, like, A, you want to go on a date, 100%.
Yeah.
We'll do that for that. B, I just don't feel like cooking.
Yep.
She doesn't feel like cooking. We're just gonna go out.
Yep.
Or like if you don't have anything or whatever, then but. We've been getting a lot of stuff from Costco lately. Like they're
kind of pissed me off with chicken lately. Like actually,
I don't know if you say pre-cooked stuff, but they're pre-packaged, whatever. They have a lot of good meals and stuff.
You talking about like the mid-temp cold meals?
Yeah. So we've been getting a lot of those. They're pretty good.
I know every time I see that meatloaf and mashed potatoes, I'm like, no, it's just ruined. Bert's mom.
Like-
Like, there's no point. I'm like, this is such a small child's amount of food for me.
Yep. Yeah.
Like,
It's so funny. Sorry, I know we're wrapping it up, but like, yeah, I like went out and bought like a prepackaged like meatloaf and mashed potatoes, being like, because man, I'm craving it, and I like just started eating it, and I was just like, why did I do this to myself?
Yeah.
Should just get your mom's meatloaf recipe.
I need to learn the recipe and start making it. Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would say more so the fact I don't like. I'm just cheap, but for what I do or for my lifestyle, I'm just more quantity than quality right now.
Mhm.
It's just like I like the quality, I really do, but I need the quantity just for what I'm eating, like how much I need to consume to like maintain my body size and mass.
Yeah.
Like I'm just more about the quantity. So like,
See, and we don't like fancy, like our fancy restaurant is Olive Garden.
God.
We're not into going to, you know, like Starks or, you know, this.
But, oh, buddy,
These
dude, I'm
places,
gonna buy you a gift card to like one of the just the lower Stark restaurants. They're
Like,
just
we'll
dude, it's like
go,
it's
but
like less expensive than Olive Garden.
It's
but
just
just
we're like, I just feel like we can cook that same shit for half the price.
yeah, but
I mean, you don't get the
I hear it,
experience. I
hear it.
get that, but I don't know.
I mean, just anything but Olive Garden.
We're just not fancy people.
I'm telling you,
No, we don't need to be.
y'all go to that empanada place.
See, that place I'll go to.
Oh,
It's literally in a gas station.
yeah. I drove by it the other day. Yeah, there's some guy. I felt weird. There was some guy literally eating some nature's bread, like just out in front, just eating slices, like nothing else. So open his bag. I was like, "Damn, dude, I feel for you right now, bro."
Yeah.
But yeah, he was right there in front of that Salvador. Yeah. Anyway, dude, I'm running late for my game, and I gotta take a shiza.
Yep. All right.
Scheisse.
Until next time, everybody. JARdon the mess.
JARdon the mess.
JARdon.